Okay. The aircraft in my background is the Canberra BI-58. It is an all-weather interdictor aircraft of British design and build, and been in the Air Force for almost quarter of a century. Its operational range is in the region of 2,000 miles and can fly at an operational speed of about 900 kilometers per hour.
This aircraft is the Mig-21 Base. As the name implies, this is the last of the improved versions of the Mig-21, and this aircraft is basically used in a fighter role but can also be used in ground attack and other multifarious roles. The aircraft has a maximum speed of 1300 kilometers at ground level. It has an engine which has a more powerful thrust than the other types of MiG aircraft. It can carry various loads of armament, and with that can reach targets up to a maximum of 500 kilometers.
Yes, sir.
With your permission.
Let's do that.
The aircraft presented in front of you is called the S-22, as designated by the Indian Air Force, otherwise known as the Sukhoi 7. As you are aware, this aircraft had a very major role to play in the 1971 operations, wherein it performed sorties consisting of close air support, interdiction and counter-air missions. This aircraft has a maximum speed of 1225 kilometers and a radius of action of 285 kilometers. It has various combinations of weapons and can deliver a combination of bombs, rockets and guns. Thank you.
He's opening the canopies. Just wait for a while.
Yeah. Please, madam.
They want to speak few words. Okay. Wait for a minute. किशोर यार कहाँ चढ़ गया है?
Well, I just thought that I'd show my wife also this latest weapon system that we have in our Air Force, and I think from the reactions that I saw on her face, she is suitably impressed.
This aircraft is called Kiran and it is purely produced in India. This is being utilized for training of advanced and gunnery means.
This is Ajit aircraft, manufactured in India, day and night interceptor and ground attack fighter. It's got a zoom climb rate of 20,000 feet per minute. This is the famous improvement version, the famous Sabre Slayer night aircraft. This got a ceiling height of 50,000 feet.
This is a single seat, single engine fighter aircraft capable of carrying rockets, guns and bombs. This Hunter aircraft was pressed into IF service in 1957 and was put to operational use in January 58. A very record performance for the Indian Air Force. Just in 4 months, the Hunter squadron was put to operational use. This aircraft has got a climb rate of 17,200 feet per minute and has performed an excellent role in both the wars. This is a newly acquired supersonic deep penetration strike Jaguar aircraft. This aircraft has been recently acquired from the UK. This aircraft is capable of carrying about 10,000 pounds of armament load and is capable of accelerating to a speed of 1.7 Mach at about 32,000 feet. This aircraft has got a very long range compared to the other aircraft and can go and strike deep inside the enemy territory and come back.
Helicopter force, missile force, and
This aircraft shown here is HF-24, commonly known as Marut. This aircraft is purely designed by India and is manufactured in HL Bangalore. The role of the aircraft is it is used for ground attack and is all-weather fighter. This was used against Pakistan during 71 Ops and played a decisive role. This aircraft has got 2 guns on either side. There's total 4 30mm guns. The gun's mark is Adam Mark II. This is a single-seated twin-engine aircraft. The Rolls-Royce Business 703 engines are used in this aircraft. The Marut aircraft
This is a Mig-21 aircraft. It's a supersonic jet capable of flying at more than speed of sound at the ground level and twice the speed of sound at higher levels. This aircraft is capable of carrying rockets, bombs and the guns and going deep in the enemy territory.
This is the Mi-8 helicopter of Russian origin. It can carry 24 troops or 12 stretchers. It is operating in the far-flung regions of Nifa and Ladakh. Its speed is 225 kilometers an hour and it can fly up to 16,000 feet. It's presently operating also on the Bombay High. It's in fact the biggest helicopter in the world operating on a oil rig anywhere. This is the Mi-4 helicopter, also of Russian origin. It can carry 11 fully equipped troops, also 5 stretchers. It has been extensively used for the last 20 years. It took part in the last 71 operation and distinguished itself. It was involved in airlifting a whole division across the rivers of Bangladesh. Its main role has been to support the army and also in the aid of civil power during flood relief operations.
This is Cheetah. This origin of this helicopter is France. This has come to India somewhere in 1962 when the Chinese border skirmishes had just started. During those days, in the operation with China, this has carried out the casualty evacuation in Nifa and Ladakh sector. Even in 71 war, this has acted as a gunship. It can be fitted with 4 SS-11 missiles and also with a 7.62 millimeter gun. This helicopter is used for casualty evacuation, communication duties and other usual tasks which helicopters are supposed to perform. This is Cheetah. This is also derived from Alud 2 and Alud 3. except some little modifications. Now the major advantage in this is that this offers a less target area to the enemy fire. Therefore, it is primarily used for AOP roles. Also, this all-up weight of Cheetah is about 100 kilograms more than the Cheetah.
This missile is surface-to-air guided weapon procured from USSR. After 1962 Chinese aggression, India government has procured this, and it has proved its worth in 65 and 71 ops. This is mainly used for air defense, and salient features of the missile is length is about 10.6 meters, speed is 3000 miles per hour, slant range is 40 kilometers, and the effective ceiling provided is 18.3 kilometers.
These are two SAM-3 missiles loaded on its launcher, also known as Pichora missiles. The role of this missile is to engage low-level targets. Targets as low as 50 meters have been successfully engaged and fired at. In Arab-Israel war, 36 aircrafts of Israeli Air Force were shot down using these missiles, and it has also shown a very high degree of mobility, in that 4 mobilities have been carried out during over one night. The kill probability of this particular missile is 98%. That is, once the enemy aircraft enters our kill zone of a combat flight, it has got only 2% chances of getting away.
This is an AN-12 aircraft, Russian built. It's used for maintaining our troops at high altitude in Ladakh area. It can do the supply dropping, paratrooping. It has done a lot of things for us in 71 ops. It did the carpet bombing in some of the Pakistan places.
Switching off the amplifier. People connected with PA system are requested to switch off the amplifier.
That